Have you ever wondered why some men have everything, a great career, a nice car, good looks, yet they still struggle to build a lasting relationship? Then you see another man. He's not the richest, he's not the most handsome, but somehow, women naturally feel comfortable around him. So what's the difference? Is it really about money? Is it really about physical appearance? Or have most people been asking the wrong question all along? The truth is, many people believe relationships are won with expensive gifts, luxury lifestyles, or perfect looks. But psychology tells a more complicated story. While appearance and financial stability can influence first impressions, research on long-term relationships consistently shows that qualities like trust, kindness, emotional availability, reliability, and respectful communication play a much bigger role in lasting relationship satisfaction. That's why some relationships fall apart even when everything looks perfect from the outside, and why others grow stronger despite ordinary lives. Because attraction may start a relationship, but character is what often keeps it alive. Today's video isn't about manipulation. It's not about secret tricks, and it's definitely not about becoming someone you're not. Instead, you'll discover 7 psychology-based qualities that many women tend to value in healthy long-term relationships. Not because someone on the internet said so, but because decades of relationship research points toward the same core ideas again and again. By the end of this video, you may realize that the qualities people spend the most time trying to improve are often not the ones that matter most. And the final point is something almost everyone overlooks. Let's begin. 1. She wants to feel emotionally safe. Imagine meeting someone who is attractive, successful, confident, but every disagreement turns into an argument. Every mistake becomes criticism. Every conversation feels like walking on thin ice. Now imagine someone else. He isn't perfect, but when problems appear, he listens. He stays calm. He doesn't make her feel judged for expressing her thoughts. Which relationship would feel safer? Relationship experts often describe emotional safety as one of the strongest foundations of long-term connection. It allows both partners to express themselves honestly without fear of ridicule, contempt, or constant criticism. Trust grows when people feel accepted and respected during difficult conversations, not only during happy moments. And here's something many people misunderstand. Emotional safety doesn't mean never disagreeing. Healthy couples disagree. Sometimes they disagree a lot. The difference is how they disagree, because respect during conflict often matters more than perfection during peace. And that's exactly what leads us to the second quality. 2. She wants someone she can trust. Imagine this. You promise to call tonight. She waits. An hour passes. Then 2. Finally, you send a short message. Sorry, I forgot. Maybe it only happened once. But what if it keeps happening? Broken promises rarely damage a relationship because of the promise itself. They damage it because they slowly weaken trust. Trust isn't built through big speeches. It's built through hundreds of small moments. Keeping your word, being honest when you make a mistake, showing up when you said you would. These small actions tell someone, you can rely on me. Research on couples has found that trust and healthy communication reinforce each other over time. When trust grows, communication often improves, and better communication can strengthen trust even further. This is why many successful relationships don't feel perfect. They feel predictable, safe, reliable. You don't spend every day wondering where you stand. You already know, because actions have answered the question, and that's far more powerful than beautiful words. 3. She wants to feel understood, not fixed. Here's a mistake many people make. Someone they love starts talking about a difficult day. Before they finish, solutions begin. You should quit your job. Just ignore them. You're overthinking it. The conversation ends. But somehow, the problem feels even bigger. Why? Because many people aren't looking for an instant solution. They're looking for someone who genuinely understands how they feel. Imagine two different responses. The first person interrupts every sentence with advice. The second person simply says, "That sounds really difficult. Tell me what happened." Which one would make you feel heard? Being understood doesn't mean agreeing with everything. It means listening long enough to understand another person's perspective before trying to change it. Relationship experts consistently describe active listening and empathy as important parts of healthy communication. People often feel closer when they believe their emotions are acknowledged instead of dismissed. Sometimes, the most meaningful sentence you can say isn't, "I know how to fix this." It's, "I'm here, tell me more." And surprisingly, the next quality has nothing to do with listening. It has everything to do with how someone feels about themselves when they're with you. 4. She wants to feel valued, not taken for granted. Imagine this. In the beginning of a relationship, everything feels exciting. You notice the little things. You compliment her smile. You thank her for making time for you. You genuinely appreciate her presence. But as months pass, many couples slowly stop noticing each other, not because love disappears, but because familiarity replaces appreciation. Psychologists sometimes call this hedonic adaptation. People naturally get used to positive things over time. The challenge is that when appreciation fades, partners can begin to feel invisible, even if the relationship itself hasn't changed dramatically. A simple, "Thank you. I appreciate what you did. I'm proud of you," may sound ordinary, but those small moments often have a much bigger emotional impact than expensive gifts. Many people believe love is shown through grand romantic gestures. In reality, healthy relationships are usually built through consistent small acts of appreciation, because nobody wants to feel replaceable or unnoticed. And when someone feels genuinely valued, they often become even more emotionally invested. 5. She wants consistency, not perfection. Here's something many people misunderstand. They believe they have to become perfect before they're worthy of love. Perfect body, perfect income, perfect confidence, perfect life. But perfection isn't what creates emotional security. Consistency does. Imagine two different people. The first makes huge promises. "I'll always be there for you. I'll change overnight. Trust me." But his actions constantly change. Now imagine someone else. He doesn't promise perfection. He simply does what he says he'll do. Week after week, month after month, his words and actions match. Who would you trust more? Research on long-term relationships consistently shows that trust grows through repeated, reliable behavior and healthy communication over time, not through occasional grand gestures. That's because consistency creates predictability, and predictability creates emotional safety. This doesn't mean you'll never make mistakes. Everyone does. Healthy relationships aren't built by perfect people. They're built by people who are honest about their mistakes, take responsibility, and continue showing up, because reliability is often remembered far longer than perfection. And that brings us to perhaps the most powerful quality of all. It has nothing to do with money, nothing to do with appearance, and everything to do with how you make another person feel about themselves. 6. She wants respect, especially during disagreements. Anyone can be kind when everything is going well. The real test of a relationship comes when opinions clash. Imagine two couples having the exact same disagreement. In the first couple, voices get louder. One person interrupts. The other brings up old mistakes. The goal isn't to solve the problem, it's to win. Now imagine the second couple. They still disagree. They still feel frustrated, but neither person insults the other. They listen, they pause before reacting, and they focus on solving the issue instead of attacking each other. Which relationship has a better chance of lasting? Research has consistently found that mutual respect is one of the strongest predictors of relationship satisfaction. Feeling respected by your partner is closely linked with trust, commitment, and long-term relationship quality. Respect doesn't mean agreeing on everything. It means remembering, even during conflict, the person sitting across from you isn't your enemy, they're your partner. And sometimes, the strongest words you can say aren't, "I'm right." They're, "Help me understand your point of view." That single sentence can completely change the direction of a difficult conversation. 7. She wants a partner who never stops growing. Here's the final quality, and it's the one many people overlook. Healthy relationships aren't built by two perfect people. They're built by two people who continue to grow. Growth doesn't always mean earning more money or becoming more attractive. Sometimes growth is much simpler: learning to communicate better, becoming more patient, taking responsibility after making a mistake, reading more, listening more, managing emotions more calmly than you did last year. The most attractive quality isn't perfection, it's progress. Studies on healthy relationships suggest that couples who see their relationship as a place for mutual growth, respect, and personal development often report stronger long-term satisfaction. Because nobody expects perfection, but everyone appreciates sincere effort. Final takeaway. So, what do women really want in a relationship? Not every woman wants exactly the same thing. Every person is different. But research on healthy relationships repeatedly highlights a common foundation: emotional safety, trust, feeling understood, appreciation, consistency, respect, and a partner who continues to grow. Money can make life more comfortable. Physical attraction can create the first spark, but neither one can replace honesty, kindness, or emotional maturity. Those are the qualities that help relationships survive long after the excitement of the beginning has faded. Reviews of relationship research consistently identify communication, trust, respect, honesty, and mutual support as core ingredients of healthy partnerships. Now I'd like to ask you a question. Which of these 7 qualities do you think is the most important in a lasting relationship? Share your answer in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want more evidence-based psychology about relationships, attraction, body language, and human behavior, subscribe to Mind Decoded. And remember, understanding people begins with understanding yourself. See you in the next video.